How's everyone doing today? I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're having a great day. Now, before I begin, before you mash that dislike button, I just want to say that over 99% of viewers on my channel are not subscribers. So I hope today is the day that I earned your subscription. Having you subscribe, having you dislike, or if you really like the video, like and comment down below. Suggest future hidden gem topics of videos. Helps me as a content creator grow this community, see what you're looking for, stuff that helped me improve as a content creator, kind of interact with you all. Now, without further ado, let's begin. So for new viewers on this channel, or returning viewers, we all know what this is, the Hidden Gem series. Now the Hidden Gem series is basically a topic where we identify vehicles, ships, tanks, or planes that you as the viewer suggest that I take a look at. And from there, I go play it, I mess around with the vehicle, try to see if it works, you know, what makes this a hidden gem to you, right? So, one of the viewer suggestions we have here today is the HE-100 Delta 1. Now, this aircraft is a battle rating 2.0 Germany, a rank 2 aircraft that's free and it's in the tech tree. So why is this kind of a hidden gem, right? Well, in all my other video reviews that we do for hidden gems and stuff, we always talk about the performance, the fun factor, and lastly, is it worth it? So we'll dive right into it, starting off with the performance. Basically, straight up, I feel, in my experience of playing this game for 7+ years, it's overpowering. Now why is it overpowered? It turns well, it climbs well, and the armament is not that bad, so it can deal with them. But it's a very easy to fly aircraft. It's a very new player friendly. If you're familiar with the whole boom and zoom or just climb up, you can boom and zoom, you can turn flight. Like, this aircraft is very good at doing all these sort of features that it's kind of a toolkit really. Depends on how you want to play it. My personal recommendation, I just like to climb, go after easy targets, go after bombers. I wouldn't recommend really going after bombers just because of the ammo count, and usually sometimes it takes a good amount of rounds to take a bomber down, especially at that DR. So kind of pick and choose your targets. Usually just go for fighters because, like I said, you can get them down in a few hundred hits or less, right? Bombers are going to take a lot of rounds. Now, fun factor. It's a great fighter, and what I mean by this is going into combat, you know you're not going to be hampered by some sort of flaw. So, other aircraft, let's say, like the Russian, I think I-135 that I did a review on, or the Spitfire, weaknesses-wise of those aircraft is turn fighting. They're good turn fighters, but they can't really take hits well, right? This aircraft can take a few shots, really. It can take a lot. And it's kind of a tough nut to crack. So I don't have to really worry about getting into engagements where my aircraft's already gimped by, you know, weak armaments, or, you know, it won't take hits well. Like, this aircraft does very, very well for being a fighter, really. It's just, you fly it out and you know that at least there's nothing really going to hold you back. The only thing you're going to mess up on is something that you did wrong. Next, we're going to talk about, is it worth it? Now, this isn't a premium aircraft and this is a rank 2 aircraft. But I would say if you're a new player or you're looking at starting the tech tree, definitely talisman this aircraft. The reason why is because if you put a talisman on this, you can go research ranks 1, 2, and 3, playing a really easy BR, a really easy aircraft to use. You kind of start grinding your way down, so when you get to rank 3, you can look at some aircrafts in that tech tree like 109s, or even the Wolf 190s, and use that for your own benefit. That way you can go and identify one of those, put a talisman on that, and then continue grinding down the tech tree. That's my recommendation to that. I would highly consider putting a talisman on it, either wait for a sale, or it's pretty cheap since it's a rank 2 aircraft. Alright, now at this point in the video, we're going to go do a thing that we've been doing. We took suggestions and feedback from you all. We're going to go and do live gameplay as if I'm hitting that play button right now in the hangar. I'm going to take this aircraft down and fly it in a match and see how we do. And, you know, either we do well, we do terrible, and, you know, I don't cherry pick games. I usually want to kind of give you a fair shot, a fair experience, just because at the end of the day, you know, certain YouTubers from different communities, World Tanks, War Thunder, World of Warships, stuff like that. Those games, and Call of Duty even, right? YouTubers tend to cherry pick games, right? We try to pick the best game out there because why? It makes us look good, and you know, for you viewing it, you'd be like, oh wow, this guy just did amazing, right? So I'm gonna put an average experience that we queued up. You know, I just took it out. I'm not hunting for good games. We're just hunting for. We're gonna show you how it plays as if you just got it today and you're taking it out. Now keep in mind this aircraft is fully upgraded, fully spaded, and so it's not gonna be stock. So there's that too, right? But you know, that's kind of the end state of these aircrafts. You want to make sure that they're all researched before they go. How's everyone doing today? Hope you're doing well. So we're going to take out the HE-100 Delta 1 into combat. As you can see, we're going to go select Air Realistic Battles. Now you may be wondering, why are you doing, you know, live coverage on it? And the thing is that, you know, at the end of the day, I think it's fair to kind of go and show some real gameplay instead of just cherry picking highlight moments in the game. So, like I said, battle rating 2.0, so we can tell here if we've been up tiered or not based on our team composition. So we'll see in a second. Actually, no, darn. Alright, anyways, so we're just going to go with the default ammunition. As you can see here, it looks to be like a up tier slash maybe not. We'll see. We got the BF-109s. I don't know if they're the early variants. E1. So yeah, so roughly like a 2.0 kind of game going on right now. These are kind of lower tier bombers anyway. So one thing we gotta notice here too on the engine, you gotta go and kind of baby the engine in a little bit. What I mean by that is it will overheat, so you gotta be a little careful with it. So kind of my strategy always when kind of doing realistic battles in general is to climb. I know some people may not like that aspect of climbing, but the reason why you climb is because you're already going to be at an altitude advantage over your opponent. So let's say your opponent's away from the keyboard, or they're off in La La Land. If they're not continuously like looking around, because every time you should be playing, you should be looking around, right? Because you never know if someone's going to be coming down on you from your 12 o'clock or whatever. So in this, you know, since we just started, you know, my goal here is to get to a good altitude. As you can see, most of the enemy teams are already kind of going to the floor, which is fine for us. I'm not going to climb too high, but at the same time, if you noticed earlier, there was a P-36 to my, yeah, there he is. There's a P-400 diving down, so they're gonna go all climb down. But my 9 o'clock, there was a P-36 hanging around, so he was kind of up there, up high. So that's kind of a thing we got to worry about, right? We don't want to get into. We want to make sure we have the most advantage towards us before we get into an engagement with someone, because the last thing you want to do is be at a disadvantage of being, you know, at the lower altitude and they're above you, and it's just not going to go too well. So we can notice that P400 is doing some boom and zooming over there, so we're not going to get tangled in that. That P36, the one we were worried about earlier, is now dropping down too to go after that HE100. So it looks like our team so far does not have any presence whatsoever on the ground. So that's going to be kind of a problem. Hopefully these 109s can start going down in altitude to help out, because the problem is, and it's kind of one of these things, if you go and if I dive down right now, I'm going to get that whole entire team on me. And usually that's not the play, because you don't want. You'll notice even if I try to boom and zoom here, they'll be on my tail for a little bit, and even like having 6 or so planes firing at you, someone's gonna hit you, and that hit can either be a critical hit, set you on fire, especially if they got 50 cals, or since they're mostly United States, it's going to be prone to catching you on fire, so you got to worry about that. It looks like my 109s right now are either just chasing bombers or whatever. So if we look so far, we're already lost, but he kind of set himself up for that because the entire enemy team's down there. So we're going to be monitoring, trying to get a good acquisition on them, just because, like I said, I don't want to go and dive down and end up getting swarmed by the enemy. So we're at a good altitude right now. I'm going to kind of see if I can peek over a little bit, see if I can at least get a target popped up, because that's another thing too. You don't want to fly all the way down looking for a target, because usually what happens is that they'll pop up on your 12 o'clock or something like that, and then you overshoot them, then they start diving after you, and then it just becomes more of a problem. So we don't want that to happen to us. So I'm trying to look to see if I see any silhouette of an aircraft flying around, because as a result, that makes it a lot easier for me to go down and engage. So like I said, we got 1,500 rounds too, so we're gonna have to be a little bit careful with aiming too, because we don't, we got some good amount of ammunition, but we don't have a lot, and I don't think I can take out 6 aircraft with just 1,500 rounds. I probably would need to go back to the base. So our 109 is dueling it out with that aircraft. I'm gonna see if I can peek down a little bit. Maybe they're gonna get frustrated and start climbing, which if they do, that'd be awesome. But as you notice, I'm peeking down a little bit. I'm trying to see if there's any targets whatsoever around here. I mean, it looks like they're all ground pounding right now. But yeah, I'm gonna dive down a little bit. We're gonna slowly turn. I'm gonna go, like I said, I don't want to go too far. I'm gonna pull up now, and that's what I was talking about. Yep, exactly. So the P-36 shows up, and we're gonna just shoot him in the front a little bit, and then we're gonna turn around. We critted him. He's smoking. Okay, maybe he was trying to climb after us. Let's see what he's gonna try to do. Yep, he's gonna try to get on our tail, but since we already critted him, he's probably already hurting. I imagine we probably got his engine, if anything. So he's probably gonna try to pop some shots at us. Yep, there we go. We're going to spin a little bit, and we're going to beat him on the flat rate. There's probably, yeah, no chance now he's coming back from that. His engine probably, yeah, his engine's probably shot, if anything, which is fine, because that means he's going to crash. So, kind of risky that we did the trade up front, but at the same time, with those trades, it's a risk, definitely, but it's definitely worth taking. And as you notice, he's trying to catch up with us, but we're just going to play with him. And there's that hurricane down below too, which I'd like to pick off next. But this guy's no way he's coming back. He can waste time trying to chase after me, which is fine, but this sets up for a teammate to take him out. And like I said, yeah, he's going to be struggling because I critted him. So we're going to turn around and just finish him off, because this is obviously sad. And now we're down to 3. Looks like 4 aircraft left, right? So he's going to try and climb up to me. I'm just going to fly high away. He's going to try to shoot at me and everything. He's kind of doing his death throws right now because he knows it's coming. He's going to stall out too, which just makes it even easier. So that's fine. I mean, he's trying to do what he can, but we're gonna go take him out of the game. He's going to take one for the team. He's going to go back to the garage. Go back to the hangar. You can take out another match in this P-36, and hopefully it goes well. So you notice we're diving a little bit, and our flaps are kind of... we get him a little hit there, hit again. Alright, we hit his wings. We're going to fly all the way back up, trying to avoid him. And we're going to see where he went. He's on our tail. We're going to keep flying, juking his shots. Looks like he is kind of aiming, but not really. We're going to just duke away, and he'll probably stall out again for another pass. Was that the best lineup in the world that I made? Probably not. Could it have been better? Sure. But at the same time, we're just going to repeat the process. Now, I mean, this is what I'm talking about. You always want to be in this one-on-one advantage, because the moment you get someone else in on a dogfight with you, like an enemy teammate, one of his enemy teammates or whatever, like, it becomes a problem. So we're gonna go and hit him up again. It looks like he's gonna try to. He's focusing on turn fighting with that 109. So we're gonna hit him again, and yeah, once again, a bad pass on my part. I should probably reconsider my passes. And it looks like my teammate's working on him. We're gonna go spin around and hit him up one more time. Nope. Okay, looks like he's trying to go for me this time. Hopefully my teammate takes him out. Yep, he's on fire. Alright. And no kill assist. Look at that. We critted him, and Gaijin says no kill assist for you. So that's fine. I'm gonna go activate my blind hunt order because I'm tired of them running around and hiding. If you got these orders, they're really useful. If you're in the game, you hit order tab, and basically blind hunt and Avenger is kind of what you want to use when you play air realistic battles, just to stop people from camping or hiding. It's all good and all to run away from the enemy and all that, but at the same time, like, you want to make sure you're not detracting from the game experience, and one best way of doing it is going and basically climbing to space and not engaging with the enemy team, which, you know, personally, it's just wasting my time and your time, and you really shouldn't be doing that as a player. Like, it's kind of dumb. So, since it looks like that Sutherland's all the way up there and that P400's down there, we're going to go help out a 109 just because the P400 is a threat, and it looks like he tried head-onning it, which was a no-go. Shouldn't have even been done. Yeah, that P400 is going. We're going to go right after him, and yeah, honestly, he doesn't want to head on us. He's going to try. Let's see if he's going to try to bait us. No, he's not. Okay. Alright, so if I mess up the shots, I'm a terrible player. So let's go and shoot him. Yeah, there we go. Getting some hits there. Alright, so we're not gonna overshoot him. We're gonna turn around here. We're gonna get some shots here. Nope. No shots whatsoever. Maybe again, third time is a charm, right? So he's like the only fighter left on the enemy team. Only threat left. Let's see if this HE-100 lives up to being as overpowered as I call it. Hopefully you can fly down. There we go. Alright. This target ready to, there we go. Alright, hit. Here we go. This is easy. If I mess this up, I suck. There we go. He's critted. This is what I hate too. The Gaijin frame rate on this is annoying. So if you fly low like this and you shoot someone and they start like smoking or whatever, the frame rate like drops. And it's like, I don't know if it's a bug or if it's my computer or what. I probably need to upgrade my computer anyway. I've been using it for a long time. Alright, so he's on fire. I'm going to just watch him to make sure, like, he actually is going down. Yep, and he is down. Okay, so as you can notice there, like, flying it and everything, was it... Whoa, what the hell? Oh my goodness. He came out of nowhere. This ain't trying to dogfight with me. You know, I had a match the other day. I was working on the Swedish Tech Tree, and the bomber just came out of nowhere and started lighting me up. I mean, I did shoot him down, but, like, that's funny. Alright, so, yeah, we're going to be careful with him just because I don't want to... Okay. As you notice, the engine is overheating already, so, like, we gotta baby it. I hate that. So that's the one thing I hate about the Italian planes, too. They do the same thing. We gotta, like, baby it because they're just soft with the engine. Alright, so we're going to fly straight up, and we're going to hit this guy right there. Just keep hitting him. There you go, he's on fire. Hopefully that takes him out of the game. Another hit. I'm gonna hit him again. There we go, and voila, 2 kills. Look at that. Alright, may not be top of my team, may have missed some of the shots, but as you can see here, definitely not a bad aircraft. I was able to keep up with the P400 and take him out, and my shots, of course, like I admit, you know, they weren't the greatest, but they weren't terrible either. So far, like, it's a great aircraft. I like it a lot. As you can notice here, and I was using default rounds by mistake, right? So we'll all live and learn from our mistakes. But imagine having a talisman on this aircraft, right? What could you do with it? And honestly, like I said, fully speeded out. You know, we got our rounds you can choose. Universal is usually what I would recommend. Tracers is always good too, just because it can set your enemies on fire and it's easier to aim. And stealth, basically, if you use stealth, no one's going to know where you're coming out of. Like, usually the tracers and stuff will give someone away, be like, oh, I got to maneuver. Stealth is like you show up and there's no tracers and you basically, like, you know, stealth kill, right? So, this aircraft, right, like I said, rank 2, put a talisman on this. You can research the 190s. You get the 109s here. You can also work on this side of the tech tree. Research rank 1 and start working on rank 3 as well. So definitely, this is a hidden gem. I would highly recommend picking this up. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to need for suggestions for the next hidden gem. So if you have any tanks, ships, stuff like that, even airplanes that you would like to recommend, feel free to comment down below and I'll take a look at it. Other than that, thanks for stopping by. I hope you all have a great. You made it to this point in the video at the end. Watched the whole replay, stuck around. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you comment down below for suggestions for future hidden gems. Definitely, if you got tech tree ships and like ships, for example, I can take a look at. Definitely US and Germany. Haven't really started on the other nations yet, so if there's anything in there that I can access, please let me know. I'll take a look at it. Other nations, feel free to comment for tanks, planes, ships, etc. Right? Because I'm taking your feedback, trying to make future content based on that. suggestions for other videos, feel free to comment down below as well. I'd say so far with this channel, we're doing alright. This past week we've kind of been slow on subscribers that I've noticed, so you know, I'm working on promoting it more, getting this out there and stuff like that. But other than that, I appreciate you all sticking around, commenting, liking, disliking the videos. Really do appreciate it. Hope you all have a great day, and take care.